Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get really cheap CPL for your ads, your website leads ad, right? I'm not going to be going into the details of every other thing. I'll just stick to showing you how to get really cheap CPL. As you can see with this ad here, we have 66 CPL. This ad started running this morning, and as you can see, this one is 66 naira per lead. This is 87. This is 127. So between now and the end of the day, we'll be having like 15 naira per lead or less, and this too is going to drop, and then this is also going to drop. So now I'm going to show you how to get this and still get quality leads, right? Your CPL is going to be very low and you will still get quality leads. So without wasting much time, let me go into this. So the first thing you need to do is you need to create your audience first, right? Get your saved audience ready first. So what you need to do is come here, click on this. Now click on audiences. Let me open this tab. Now click on audiences, right? So when this opens up, you go to saved audience. You must have already done your research, right? You must have already done your customer avatar. And then from everything you've been able to piece together, you will now come into the ad manager and start putting them together, right? So like the audience now, I'm going to be creating the audience, their age range, their geographical location, the kind, the interest and stuff and all that. Like I will just go to the basics. I will not go in depth, right? If you want me to go in depth, if you want to see where I went in depth and all that, then you need to get my Facebook ads course, right? That is where I took my time to teach everything. Where's my network slow? Give me a minute. Okay, now welcome back. So you need to create your audience first. You can decide to do that while working on your or in your ad set, right? Or you can just decide to do that first and then just make use of it when you're creating your ads or working on the ad set level. So if you want to create your audience, remember where I went to? I clicked here first. When I got into the ad manager, clicked on audiences, and then it brought me here. So to get an audience that I want to create, let's say for example, I want to sell a product for females or an affiliate offer. Let's say I want to sell an affiliate product, let's say the DigiStem product or course, the UMM course, for example, right? And then I click saved audience. It's going to open up for me a prompt. So I'm going to name the audience. What I usually name my audience is the interest I want to use. That's what I save it with. Let's say I want to use entrepreneurs, for example, as my interest. So I will save these as entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs. Now, what I'll do is come here, click people living in this location. Then here now you can decide to leave it in, the entire Nigeria. You want to target the entire country, or you can choose specific states. I like going specific states, right? Let's do specific states. Specific states. So let's do Lagos. Remember to click on city, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt. You can add as much states as you want to, and also increase the radius. Right? Let me show you. As you can see, the radius for Abuja is this. Now, if you see that of Lagos, if I click on this now, you see Lagos now. If I increase this, you see the radius increased, right? I covered more area. So that's why you should always increase this to the highest, right? You know. Then now we scroll down the age range. I want to set the UMM course, like I said, the DigiSTEM course. Then definitely, if I want to target, I should target people who can afford this. Now I know a lot of people target people from 20, 21, 22. Well, good, but I usually target from 23 at least so that the sales can be coming in almost instantly. 23 to like 35 or 30 if you want to, depending on your age range, but it's fine. So 35 is fine. Then, both men and women, language is English. If you want to fix this, you can just do English, English all. Then, then the demographics. This is where you do your targeting. Like I said, we're using entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs. So there's entrepreneur employment. These are people who are employed as entrepreneurs. Now, these are people who have the job title entrepreneur on their bios, right? Now, this other one are people who have shown interest in entrepreneurship. So let's pick them, the interest. And then I would have shown you other things, but in my course, I showed different ways to do your targeting. I showed, yeah, three strategies I use, about four of them, but there are three strategies I use to do my targeting, right? But I'm not going to be going into details here because I want this video to be as short as possible. Now, so we'll just leave it at entrepreneurship. I'm not going to narrow down. I'm not going to do all that. In my course, I did all that. So now we are done with this, and then we'll just click on create saved audience, right? Create saved audience. As you can see, entrepreneurs have been saved. Right now, I have baking, I have first class, I have high net worth individuals, I have product business, frequent travelers, right? So these are audiences I've created. So the way I created entrepreneurs is how I created these other ones, right? So now let's come into the ad manager itself to now use. This is where I'll now show you how to get very cheap CPL. Now, there are various ways to get very cheap CPL, right? There are various ways to do that. So, but this one I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you now, guarantees you that. It would guarantee you have very cheap CPL. I tell you, it's a guarantee. You can just use this and start learning. If you're already good with Facebook ads and all that, you can just implement this. Now, we're doing leads, right? Lead generation. Go next. I'm not going to go into details with naming and all that. So, like I said earlier, so why is my network slow this morning? Now, you don't necessarily need to do anything here, right? You just go straight to the ad set level. So now we're in the asset level. You pick the website's conversion location as your destination, right? Then now we'll come to targeting, right? The targeting part. And this video is getting longer than I wanted. So your budget now, since we are going to be, because the idea behind this now is to have multiple ad sets, right? That's the secret. Multiple ad sets. Now, when you have multiple ad sets, you should also have different creatives, right? For example, like I showed you here, this audiences now, right? I have one, two, three, four, five, six audiences, right? and I'm going to create only one ad set for each audience, right? Now I'm going to be using, let's say probably I have just two creatives, right? So I'm going to be using two creative. I have one, two, three, four, five, six. So I'm going to be using one creative, video creative for three ads, three audiences, the other video creative for the rest audience, right? If, for example, I have one video, one image, I'm going to test it with the first three and test the image with the second three. So after testing for like say a day or 3 days, I can now switch it, use the image creative I used to test this three down here to test these other three, the one at the top, and now switch the video creative to this other three down here. Now, what will happen when I do this testing within 3 days? I should be able to have campaigns that are doing well and would be very, very cheap. Now, I hope you grabbed all that, right? So since I want to test, let's say I'm on a budget, I really don't have much budget to use. And since I'll be creating like up to 5 or 6 ad sets because I have 6 interests or 6 audiences I want to test out. So I would, let's say my budget, for example, is 5,000 naira a day. What I can just do here is now I can do 1,000 naira a day, right? 1,000 naira a day for this ad set. Then bring in, then come here, just click on use saved audiences and click on entrepreneurs, right? Now that'll be all. Leave it at advantage placement recommendation. Yes, leave it at that. A lot of other people, yes, they do manual placement, pick Facebook feeds and all. Great, no problem. But whatever it is, leave it at this. If you decide to go manual placement, still all good, right? Now, this is what I'm showing you that has been working for me and has been giving me very good results. So now you don't really need to do anything again. So what do I need? What next do I need to do? I click on this three dots here, click on duplicate. Right, I'll duplicate this. Click duplicate. Now I'll come here, change the saved audience to bacon, for example. Let me use that. Right, change it to bacon. Now we need to rename our ad sets so we don't get confused. So we know the one that is so we know the audience that is doing very well. Now this one is baking, right? This is baking. This is baking. I will save this baking. We come to this one, which is entrepreneurs, and we save this entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. Now, after doing this, you keep going on. You duplicate again. You duplicate again. You pick another interest. Duplicate. Now we pick another interest, right? Let's see, which one are we going to pick? Which one are we going to pick? We've used entrepreneurs, we've used baking, so let's go with first class. You must have already drawn your customer avatar. And also, in my course, I showed in the course 3 websites where you can get interest that are not on Facebook. They're on Facebook, but Facebook will not just show them to you, right? Except you type them in yourself. So now this one we picked now the interest we picked now is first class. So we go first class. So it is safe. As you can see here now, I have first class, I have baking, I have entrepreneurs. So if any of these ad sets now starts doing well, right? Let me show you an example. Okay, let me finish up first. Now, I'm just showing you this now, the conversion event and all that. I'm going to show you how to do all that in the course because I'm trying to keep this video as brief as possible. So now also don't forget your creative has to be very engaging. It has to be very engaging, scroll stopping, so that people when people engage with your ad, it helps the CPL also drop. Now I said we were going to do 6, but I just did 4. So you understand what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to do here. So wait, let me show you an example of what I'm talking about now. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to close. I'm not publishing this. Now I'm going to come back to asset that's running right now. So let's check out one. In this one, I didn't even do much targeting. I didn't even, as you can see, this has reduced to 60 naira, right? This is reduced to 60 naira. So let's click on this. Let's see the ad sets. I didn't really do much in the ad set. I didn't even know this. Okay. You tell me I've been working on a campaign. That is a new campaign now. So yes. Why is this still showing up? You're not supposed to be showing here. Okay, but this is it, right? So these are the ads that are working, that are running right now in this campaign. These are the ads. This one is active. This one is active. This one is still in review. As you can see, 45, 87, and as it going, it will keep dropping. You understand? So it will keep dropping. So as it's dropping, this is at 45 now. I can decide to, okay, let me turn this one off. High net worth individuals, I can decide to turn this off now, but no, it's still very early. The ad just started running this morning. So I would let it run, right? Let it run for like 24 hours to 48 hours, then before I start making my decisions, or probably 72 hours before I start making decisions. So this is how you get really, really cheap CPL, right? So in my course, I showed you how you can get interests that are not on Facebook. And from those interests, you can now get very good CPLs, right? Because some of the interest you'll be getting here, a lot of advertisers are already targeting them. So when you now have an interest where, or a means of getting interest that not everybody has access to, it gives you an edge over them. Hope you understand. So if you want to get a course, just click the link in my bio, just click the link below and it will take you to seller where you can get the course. How much is the course? Just 2,000 naira. So you see, it's not expensive. And then imagine 2,000 naira to get you results. Yesterday, okay, I guess I'm going to put that up while I'm editing this video. Yesterday, a client of mine just closed 300 sales on Digistem, right? So I'm not speaking because I want to speak. I'm telling you because I have the results from these things. So you understand. So with this now, you can start making the most. You can start working. You can start running ads. But it is better you get detailed training, detailed information on how to do these things to get massive, crazy results. So my name is Gabriel Emeka, and I want you to have great results running profitable Facebook ads. See you